Oh man, it's not working. Can you guys hear me? Yo, it's not working. Just playing. It's working just fine. What's up, guys? Welcome to the first live, the Thick and Chunky Show. I'm your host, Mr. Corey Styles, like I always am. The garbage disposal's in the house. If it gets a little dicey, let me know. This is my first time, so I'm trying to make sure I got lighting and everything. Got the microphone up here. Got a webcam. I tried to do it big, you know what I mean? But you can't always prepare for everything. But my wife on the way home got me this spread of Wingstop. So I figured that for the first live, what we would do is I just kind of want to go over my channel, where it came from, where I started, what direction I'm gonna go in, do a little bit of Q&A, and just kind of reach out to the people who've been reaching out to me. Ed's in the house. Daniel Lee, you live in Portland also. Thank you, sir. I actually moved just outside of Portland. Portland's getting a little too high as far as, well, in many different areas, but especially as far as the cost of living in Portland. All right, so for starters, the Thick and Chunky Show, man. So I started off my life on the internet when I was young. I was really into hip hop music and I was rapping. Now, I was rapping at a time when like white kids didn't really rap, you know what I mean? So before it was cool for us to do it. So I just loved it, bro. I loved everything about it. So I started rapping and that worked for a long time. Me and my cousin, we worked together. Um, we did some albums and things like that. You can't find them because we took them off the internet. But yeah, we did. We had a lot of fun with it. But as I got older and as I got married, I had a kid, I had another kid, had a family at this point. My cousin had a family. It just wasn't conducive. And I got happy, you know what I'm saying? And when you're happy, there's you were thinking I could rap. Thank you. When you're happy, to be honest with you, when you're making hip hop music, it just doesn't always create the best. Like I made my best music when I was young and didn't know what I was doing. So, um, but I still had this itch in me, man. I wanted to be creative, but I just didn't know how. So, I fell in love with podcasting, and so like I do with anything, I bought all the podcasting equipment I could find. I did all the research I could on how to be the best podcaster alive. I called in my cousin, who's always down to do something as long as you set it up for him. And we started podcasting, and it was really dope. It was a good podcast. It was called A Broken Compass because we never really had any direction. We were just out there doing whatever we wanted, you know what I mean? And it was enjoyable. We're both real foul mouth talkers, so after a while, it's hard to get two people with families and all that in the same place at the same time once a week, you know, even once every couple weeks. So it started getting bigger and bigger gaps between them, and I realized it was coming to an end. At this time, I had just gotten a new iPhone 7, so this was 2 years ago. And then clever name. Yeah, hey, man, that's what I do. So I got the iPhone 7, and I realized this thing really takes good video. Like, better video than what I was seeing out there. And I wasn't a big consumer of YouTube at the time. My cousin was always a huge YouTube fan, but I wasn't really a big consumer of it. So at this point, I was like, hey, I got an idea for a video. Actually, what we did, so I jumped on YouTube to find out what would be a funny video. And I found a father and son called, God, what's I can't remember their names at the time. Oh, the Crude Brothers. The Crude Brothers. So that was the first YouTube I ever really watched was the Crude Brothers and battle rap videos. So that's all I ever watched. And they did this thing called Burner Bliss Challenge. So this is 12 chocolates. 7 of them are completely delicious milk chocolate, and 5 of them are 9 million Scoville unit extract, burn your butt, hot chocolate. So I called my cousin again. I was like, hey, bro, I got an idea for a video. Let's do this. And so he jumps on. We do it, and it's fun, bro. I really just enjoy the creating process. So we do a couple more, and the second one we did was it was Mad Libs challenge, where you put water in your mouth and you try to do what up, Wayne? Hey, real quick, I'm gonna say what's up to everybody. Ed, the garbage disposal, Miss Hobbs is in here, Aaron, Wayne. I appreciate you guys being here. So, uh, I digress. Where were we? Okay, yeah, that's right. So we do the water challenge, and I'm a giggler, bro. So I'm already gonna lose this challenge, and it's hilarious. But you're not gonna find it on my channel because I had to mute it just because the content is so graphic as far as our language that it just doesn't go with what I'm doing right now. But if you ever want to see it, shoot me a message and I'll send you the link. It's actually really funny. So we do a couple more. We have an unfortunate circumstance during a video. I think something's funny. He doesn't think it's funny. Turns out it's not funny. I just have childish humor. But that ends up messing things up. So then I end up on my own. So at this point, I don't want to stop making videos. So I start looking at other stuff online. And the first person that I found was Nathan Figueroa. And I found Nathan Figueroa in his eating challenges. And I was like, bro, he would just sit in his kitchen and just eat these massive, massive meals. And I liked his presence. I liked what he was doing. So I kept watching him. And then I watched him, and then it ran into Randy Santel. Watched some Randy Santel, and I was like, I like his eating, and I think he's probably a really good dude, but his video wasn't what I was trying to do. So then I found Wayne Alieno. So I found Wayne Wonder, right? And that was the first time I put it together where you could do food related videos and it could be really fun because Wayne was having fun when he was making his videos and I liked it. So at this time, I'm like, forget it. I'm gonna do a food review. So I do a food review. I record it. I put it out. I get a couple views, and I'm like, all right. So then I was like, I wonder if anybody else on the internet is doing food reviews. This is genuinely my thought process at the time. I'm thinking, is anybody doing food reviews? So then I look at it, and there's a plethora of dudes doing the exact same thing that I thought I had just created. And I didn't know anything about name drops. I didn't know anything about report of the week or none of these dudes. I didn't know none of it. It was all new to me. I thought I had created it. You know what I mean? But uh but I also saw their videos and I was like, well, mine's gonna be a little bit different because I love the creative process. It's not just about the food. It's about creating a video that makes somebody else feel like they're part of your food. So I started looking into the way other people create. And I shoot Wayne a little message and I say, hey man, this is my name, such and such. This is what I do. Can you check out my video? And I shoot my shot. You know what I mean? If he doesn't, and I said, if you don't want to check it out, like cool, I appreciate you. Thank you for your time or whatever. I don't expect nothing from nobody. He didn't owe me nothing. Um, and he jumped on and checked it out, and he sent me a message back that was actually really uplifting. Because at this point, I know that the videos I'm making are really good, but my audience isn't there. And that's what he said. He said, "Bro, you're really making good videos. Normally, if somebody hollers and says, 'Hey, check it out,' it's not really whoop to whoop. But my video, I put a lot of time and effort, and I looked into how can I make it the best. And so he's like, 'You got a good thing going,' and that really jazzed me. So I've been a Wayne fan since Jump Street. Okay, shout out to Wayne. Wayne, thank you, bruh. And then so I started looking at the people that Wayne works with, and I see the garbage disposal, and then the garbage disposal is doing something completely different. He's doing competitive eating, which I've tried and y'all have seen it. I failed completely, but he's doing it with a funny style to it, and not taking himself serious, and just interacting with people. So he ends up subbing me, and we send messages back and forth. And now I'm involved in this group of people that I didn't even know exist. And this is creators that don't owe me nothing. You know what I mean? They don't owe nothing to me, and they just think that what I'm doing is good. It's not really. It's Weston. It's Weston sneaking the phone. So yeah, that's right. So at that point, they don't owe me nothing, but they like what I'm doing, and that gives me pleasure because I always knew that the videos I'm making are good quality. And if you guys have seen them, you can ask my wife. I put a lot of time in it, man. I work 50 to 70 hours a week, depending on the week, and then I come home. I play with my kids because that's my number one. And then when that's done, bro, I jump over there and I start knocking out videos. That's what I do. That's how I edit. So these dudes telling me that they like what I do, I really appreciated it. So then I continued to get in the chats with all these people, and now I got people. Miss Hobbs, I love her videos. I got Aaron. Aaron's videos are cool, and Aaron and Darren are doing live stuff, and it's just a avenue that I didn't really know existed, and I'm really falling in love with creating. You know what I'm saying? So like making videos is just so enjoyable to me. It's something that I've really started to have a passion for, and so I'm one of those people that if I like something, I just completely dive all the way in. You know what I mean? I go butt over tea kettle or whatever they say. I go all the way in. So I start investing some money, and I start really looking into how you edit. You know, what's the best software? What's the best laptop for doing it? And my wife is mad supportive. So that's like me, man. If it's creative in life, I will support it. If it's something she wants to do and it's creative, I support it all the way. Because when all this stuff boils down, man, money's not really a big deal to me. I know it sounds stupid and ignorant, but money's not my big driver, man. Because when you leave, you don't leave with money. You don't leave these other people with money. All you have is the stories people tell about you and the footprint that you've created for yourself before you leave. And what I want to do is I want people to look at my stuff and be like, hey, this dude really did something. You know what I mean? And like he was really doing it. So that's my focus, not necessarily money. Yeah, I mean, having money to do things is cool. Don't get me wrong, but I've always been ignorant with money. You know what I mean? Because like if I'm in a group and you have $1 and I have $20, that's not how it is. We have $21. That's my thought process been ever since. So um, yeah, I appreciate you, man. And B.O.B., Notorious B.O.B.'s with the Garbage Disposal this weekend. I've never even messaged B.O.B., but I've got mad people that hit me up and say, hey, I'm coming to you from B.O.B.'s channel. He sent me. And I mean, that's dope. I never even met dude. And now I watch his stuff, and man, I really appreciate all the support that I've gotten from everybody. It's surprising, and 500 subscribers is huge. That's why we're hanging out today. But now we're gonna start hanging out once a week probably. And today we're going to appreciate 500 subscribers because it's a milestone. But tomorrow, but tomorrow the milestone's not big enough. You know what I mean? The goal's bigger. And the goal's not money, so please, I don't want you to get it wrong. My goal is not, hey, I want to hurry up and get to where I can monetize. Like, yeah, it'd be nice. You know what I mean? It'd be nice to get kickback for the stuff that I've invested, but realistically, my goal is to create something that I enjoy, and you guys be like, oh, I like that too. Because I'm not going to create something that I don't like, even if it pays. Like, even paying gigs. You know what I mean? I'm not really. What's up? My stepdad's in here too. What's up, Tony? Um, I appreciate you being here. Hey, so right now is actually my nephew's birthday party, and I couldn't make it. I couldn't do two things at once. My wife has something later, and it just everything ran into one another. Uh, tell Mason I said happy birthday, Mason. I will stop by. Friday I'm off super early, so I'll probably stop by and drop off his gift, and by then he'll be all bored with his new toys, and he'll have another one. Chinless bomb. Yeah, man. So subscribers is a funny thing. So my first couple videos didn't really do well, but I did one eating all the Big Mac videos or all the Big Macs that came out, the Grand Mac, the Big Mac, and the Mac Junior. And I was like, oh, we'll see how fast we can do this. So I vlogged me and my son going to get some shoes and then eating them. And that video had 800 views quick. And I was like, oh, this is how YouTube works. You just do something and people start watching. Nah, that's not how it worked. That's not how it worked at all. And you have to really be out here. I mean, Um, I'm out here. You know, in the Facebook groups. I'm out here sharing my video. I got stickers. I got cards. I got stupid T-shirts and hats. I just love it, man. I love doing something that's outside of the box, that's creative, and if you're a creative person and you sit too long stagnant without being creative, then you start to really, really, really get this itch, bro, and it's not conducive to you or anybody else. So if you're a creative person and you haven't been doing nothing, I recommend just finding something. It's not always the same thing you've always done, but it might be something you never even knew you were interested in. But always be creating. ABC, man. Always be creating. And that's what I'm telling my kids, you know. I let my kids do videos. I'm a little like sensitive to my daughter's videos more than my son's. I mean, that's just me being a cautious parent on the internet or whatever. But we're out here and we're creating. I'm telling them, grades are cool. School is important. But all I care about when I go to the parent teacher conference is if they tell me that A, my kid is being a good person, and B, they're trying their hardest, then the letter grade doesn't matter to me. I mean, some people are going to think that's not very smart, but that's my feeling, bro. Like, not everybody's going to be good at math. I mean, my kids are, luckily, but not everybody's going to be good at all these school things, you know? Um, and I don't expect them to be great at everything. I expect them to be good people, and I expect them to try their hardest. And after that, you know, the rest is extra. I'm gonna jump on here and look. Bro, there's a lot of you guys commenting. 15 views. I gotta be honest with you, man. Before I jumped on here, I genuinely thought that it was gonna be me talking to my cell phone as the other viewer. So I appreciate you guys all being here, man. If you have any sort of questions, Facebook group, I'm still sub since a year ago. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Now, the Facebook groups are weird, man, because a lot of people are really they'll hit me and they'll be like, "Hey, sub for sub," and I'll send them a message, man, and I'll say, "Hey, I appreciate you, and if you're interested in my videos, go ahead and sub. By all means, I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna look at your stuff, but if it's not my bag, I'm not gonna sub it just to sub it. Like, and I don't expect you to do the same thing. If you're not interested in my video, then I mean, then don't sub. You know what I mean? I want active subs. I don't just want a number to be like, hey, we got numbers, bro. Like, I want numbers of people that want to interact with what I'm doing because that tells you what you're doing is hitting it or not. So if I'm creating something that not enough people are seeing, not enough people care about, maybe I'm thinking in the wrong direction. I need to realign it with something that more people are interested in. So I don't just want dead numbers and I don't sub for sub, but I genuinely appreciate you guys that seen it on the that seen it on the Facebook stuff and hit it up. Subscribers are hard to get, bro. Last year this time of year I was talking about 100 subscribers, and I would be showing people my hats and my stickers and my business card. No. I do remember you. I do. Every day with V and K, and I watch your video too. So don't think if I'm a sub to your channel, I genuinely watch your stuff. Like that's what I do. Um, Now I'm one of the biggest consumers of YouTube. I got to a point where I don't. If it's not the Blazers, the Raiders, please don't give me a hard time about the Raiders this year, man. It's hurt my soul. But if it's not the sports and it's not the Impractical Jokers, then I'm not watching it on TV. I'm consuming YouTube because these are creators that are genuinely gaining stuff from my time spent and also creating stuff that I want to see. Most of you guys in here are creators too. You know what I mean? And you understand. You make the videos. You know how hard it is to get people to watch, man. And sometimes I'll put everything I have into a video, and I'll be like, "Bro, I edited this, awesome." And then people come back and I'll get 80 views or whatever. And then sometimes I just go on a whim, you know what I mean? And go out to some spot that a kid I work with told me to try a breakfast burrito at. And I get 800 views in the first week. You know what I mean? So, which is small, I understand. But for me, that was much bigger than the other ones I do. Yeah. Aaron Aaron does get involved. Aaron gets involved in my Facebook sports talk. So in high school, I have a group of friends that are very, very passionate about the sports teams that they represent. And so sometimes if you get sidetracked in one of those, then or if you get sidetracked in one of those conversations, you could be in the whirlwind the whole time. So there's no promises as far as that goes that you're gonna get out of there unscathed. That last one, Aaron, um, the one where we're talking about the Lakers, I almost had to shut that one down because I thought it was just getting too hot. Craig, what's up? Hey, this if you guys don't know Craig, man, Craig Hagenson, him and his wife own that spot where I went and got the hottest sandwich in the world. Bro, that thing. So for starters, their barbecue is legit. You walk out, they got the smokers in the front. It smells delicious from a block away. But when I seen them creating that sandwich, I started. Oh yeah. By the way, I went and did that with Max Carnage, who's a competitive eater, a local competitive eater, who I've also done two videos with. I set one up. He set one up. That's a good dude. Shout out to him. But he set this one up with Craig, and and when I seen him putting Carolina Reapers and then this end of days, bro, I knew that there was no way. I looked over and I love spice. I'm not good at it at all, but I love it. But Max don't do spice. And so I look at him like, you set up a hot contest, but you don't do spice at all. Like it was funny to me. Yeah, I seen the one guy that did it. Um, I saw the picture. He didn't look like he was doing too well afterwards. Oh man. Um, Ed, Holy Fire Squirrel. I need to do videos again. Yeah, man. If that's what you're passionate about, bro, I recommend it all the way. My Project 13. All right, so everybody has a regular job right now. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people have a regular job, and I got a family, so I have a regular job. I don't go into in my videos what I do. I work for a large retailer, and I work in the asset protection field. That's really all I'm going to cover. But my Project 13 is a dude that works at the same store as me, and he does product reviews like smartphones and stuff. Now I'm an iPhone user, so all I know is one button. You know what I mean? But he does reviews on legit, like more confusing things. But he does all of his videos, editing, thumbnail, all straight on his phone. So if you guys have an Android phone or you're not iPhone users, I would definitely check out my Project 13 because that dude goes in. Man, my lady's little girl was doing short videos like zombie movie. Dude, so so I don't know how many of you guys have seen it, but um what's up, Katie? I don't know how many of you guys have seen it, but I love making shorts. So I'm talking like 1 to 3 minute movies that have no beginning or end. They just catch you in the middle. That's what I really enjoy. Making you taking you a second to be like, wait, where am I? And then at the end, not really knowing where you're going. Like, what am I doing? You know, that's what I think is cool about YouTube is we could do those. So I've done a couple of those. I did three of them. It was going to be a 5-part series. I just got too involved in my reviews to do that. But you guys are going to see a little bit less fast food reviews from me as the year turns. So last year, I ended up having emergency hernia surgery, and I lost like 35 pounds. And I lost it quick, and it was easy. I was eating good or whatever. The only time I would eat bad was when I was doing food reviews. But I got to a point where I was just eating trash again. And so as the new year comes on, it's not going to be so much of that. I'm still going to do food reviews, and I'm going to do a lot more of the vloggy type things around Portland, Oregon, and the Northwest because people really seem to enjoy that. And this is kind of a food mecca. So a lot of people think of Portland, they think of dudes with weird beards and big, thick black glasses, but that's new Portland, man. If you know anything, I'm Portland like circa 97 to '05 Portland. That's me. And that's a completely different ball game. So I just like to show these small spots and show what they can do, and also kind of test them a little bit. Like, what do you have? A lot of places have secret menus. I used to work at Papa Murphy's, man. And the one thing that I did at Papa Murphy's, I would make the craziest creations like when we closed, and I would take it home. Old school 80s Portland. I like that. I like so this is the thing. When I was in high school, we used to cruise Broadway. So you would get in your car, whoever had the loudest system in their car, you would pile in the car, and we would jam Broadway every Friday, Saturday night. It doesn't happen anymore. The police shut it down quite a bit. I appreciate congratulations on that. The police shut it down quite a bit, but grab a sandwich yeah. So I was also thinking that when I do these food reviews, if it's not right near me, I'm gonna vlog a little bit about going to get it. I'm trying to get my wife to be on more videos. She's actually gonna do a video with me tomorrow. We're gonna go to a place called Potato Champion. So it's a food cart in Portland that does poutine. So I've never been to Canada. I've never had legit poutine, so I don't know what's to compare it against. But I'm gonna get the regular one. I'm going to get the pulled pork one, and then they have a peanut butter and jelly poutine, bro. And I'm one of those dudes that if it's crazy, even if I don't necessarily like the ingredients, I'm still gonna do it. And so the gorgeous puzzle says, "Do a food review behind a dumpster like a hobo, bro." Portland is like, I mean, New York's obviously homeless mecca, but Portland is just like that. Um, in Portland, they're really lenient as far as homeless goes, and so the homeless continues to rise. Now, uh, there's different ways. I'm not gonna get political or whatever. Some people think that it's right to give them more opportunity or give them housing. Some people think that if you make it harder for them to be homeless, then it gives them a want to actually do something. It becomes a slippery slope. But we got plenty of areas for me to perform something like that. So today I got Wingstop. Now, if I had done this video last week, Wingstop had a great deal. They had 25 wings, three flavors for like $15. Yeah, that deal doesn't exist anymore. So what I did was I got 30 wings for basically $30 and a side of fries that are cold and not gonna get eaten. Side. So if I have three flavors to pick from Wingstop, this is what I'm gonna pick. Listen to me before you judge me, because a lot of people judge my first choice negatively. And yes, that's ranch. I understand. Okay, Lord giveth and what. What's up, Jax? Yo, Jax ACD channel, ACDC. He does food reviews in the car. And when I first seen this video, I was like, wow, he's got a ways to go. And now I see him and he's really hitting his stride. That's another guy. Where did you live before moving to Oregon? I was born in Portland. I was born OHSU, man, where all the free babies are born. That was me. Uh, I was born in Portland. My family moved around a little bit when I was a kid. We lived on the coast. We lived in a couple different states for small periods of time, but we always came right back to Portland. I actually grew up in Beaverton, Oregon. Like my high school years and my early child years were in Beaverton, and I love Beaverton. Hey, no problem, Jax, man. Uh, you're doing your thing, bro. And what I like to see is when people are continuing to hone their skills and build their craft. Bro, I love that. There's nothing better to me than that. Okay, so my first choice, if I'm getting three flavors of wings from Wingstop, is garlic parm. Now everybody says garlic parm. That's not even spicy. They put so much garlic parm on these that it actually feels spicy. It makes your mouth burn because there's so much garlic and parm. Yeah, garlic does rock, man. The only thing better than garlic is more garlic. The other thing you guys might notice from my videos, hold up, is I do food reviews, but you don't really see me eating the food a whole lot. I edit that out, man, cause the because I use the sound. You know what I mean? And the last thing I want to do is listen to someone chew unless they're eating aggressively. You know what I mean? If you're a dirty eater but you're a big eater, that's cool, man. But just being a dirty eater to be a dirty eater, I can't do it. So I try to cover it up or whatever and try to have some manners. But when you do a video, gotta go every day with VNK. Appreciate you guys being here, man. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna try to jump on next Sunday too. So yeah, smash back through. Thanks for being a sub, and I'll see you on your videos, man. Wayne has no manners when he eats. Bro, Wayne, the thing you do, man, is when you get to like three-quarters the way, you do these burps, man. And so like I see him and I'm like, ah. I always have to duck on him because I'm just not a really big burp dude. Um, but so garlic parm, garlic parm is one of my favorite wings from Wingstop. You can see how well covered these are, man. As far as a flavor on a wing goes, hey, real quick, let me pause this. Is this is the video turning out pretty good? How well is like the image and the sound? Is it all right? I had some issues when I was planning this, so I had it all planned out. If I wish you guys could see my house, man, I look like I'm filming True Hollywood Stories here, but it's good, nice. Um, but then I started to do like a test run. That's why I was messaging you about Miss Hobbs. Was I was gonna send you the link to the test run just actually, but by then it was already done. You bleep your burps and cuss words. Okay, I'm glad you said that, Brandon, because one of the main reasons why I first started doing the choppy style that I've come to really enjoy and use in my videos is because I have such a bad mouth. I had to cut out my cuss words, and so I would spend the whole time just chopping out cuss words. It was it was a lot of work. But now I've got to where when I'm recording, I don't really do a whole lot of cussing. Um, I really kind of I do this though. That's like a nervous habit. That's one thing that I'm really starting to try to cut out of my videos. Any no, but more of you guys eat like nuns, bro. Molly, so Molly Schuyler is the most amazing eater I've ever seen. She's awesome at eating, and she looks like she's a really fun person. I never met her, never talked to her, nothing. I will tell you that sometimes I have a hard time watching her videos because it is so animalistic, bro. It is really like it's like what you would see on Animal Planet. The jaguar, it gets like she really goes in, bro. But respect to her, you know what I mean? Like she does her thing, but sometimes I have to kind of skirt it a little bit. All right, so garlic parm is one of my favorites, but I do love hot food, right? So the second one I go with is Louisiana rub. So it's got the dry spice, dry rubbed on it. It's not messy. She does go hard in the paint. It's not messy. So I went with boneless. I really, if I'm gonna eat a wing, I'm gonna eat a real wing usually. I like bone in wings, but for the sake of what we're doing, I tried to make it as non messy as possible. So I went with the boneless. And my wife, I split half. My wife gets half, and she really loves boneless. So it's nothing for me to do that for her. But she really likes these Louisiana rubs too. The dry rub where you get the spice, but not the real like sauce flavor. That's really good to me. Now, there's one that I didn't get because I only got or I only got three choices. The one that I didn't get that I almost always get, it's actually probably my favorite from there, is mango habanero. If you tell me something's mango habanero, I'm trying it. I don't care what it is, bro. It could be a. You could put my Jordan and dip it in mango habanero. I'm probably still eating it. But this is the atomic wing from Wingstop. Now, I live in Portland. We have a place called Fire on the Mountain. It's really popular. I did a video a while back. Just want to show love. Gotta go do some. Nikki, thank you for tuning in, man. I really appreciate you being here. Take care of yourself and have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. So, the uh, the mango habanero is my favorite, but Fire on the Mountain has a super hot one, and then Wingstop has this atomic, and the Fire on the Mountain one is way hotter than Wingstop. It's not even close. But the Wingstop atomic is the hot one that I think the flavor is good on. Woo! Instantly hot, and I dip it in ranch, obviously, because I'm that guy. Yo, that's good stuff, man. So if you go to Wingstop, these are the three that I recommend if you only get three. But if you're just getting, hit the like button. I like the way you think there. You guys, if you remember a while back, 3 videos or so ago, I had this idea where I was like, hey man, forget Facebook, I'm gonna be the bad guy. Let's all do a thumbs down. That really came back to that really came back to sting me in the butt. So if we could not do the thumbs down part, that'd be dope. If you don't like it, let me know, and I promise I won't do it again. But please don't hit the thumbs down because that's not with it. Does anybody have any questions while I'm doing this? I do have some tag questions set up just because this is my first live, man, and I know you guys tune in. You see me in my videos. You see me on other people's live chats, and you know what you see. But I edit all the bad stuff out. So if you have any questions, let me know. I will try to accommodate. If not, if I run out of stuff, I'm gonna jump over to here. I'm probably gonna go for another 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Um, my kids will probably actually start running in here anytime. I told my wife to give me a 30-minute buffer. Try to keep the kids out the first 30 minutes, and then if they want to come in, it's cool. That's kind of being a daddy. That's how it goes. How's the merch going? See your shirt. Yeah. So the thing with merch is you have to have capital really to be able to put out a product that's quality. And so I didn't find the right feeling of the shirt. I like the garbage disposal's feeling. If you feel the way his shirt feels, it's like it's giving you a soft hug, bro. Like that's the kind of shirt that I want. But I also want them long. You know what I mean? Ever get to the Corvallis area? You know what? I don't leave Portland almost ever, but I'm always willing to jump down there. If somebody has a suggestion, I look it up and it's worth the drive, bro. I'll spend a day going down there. I don't mind it. Um, I used to go to Eugene because when it comes to Oregon, you're either a Beaver fan or a Duck fan, and I'm a Duck fan. So please don't unsub. so I used to go to Eugene and watch the games from time to time, but I haven't been down in a little while. Let's see. Let's look at some of these tag questions, shall we? My wife is looking at these. She's like, "You're not really going to answer these, are you?" Some of them are a little ignorant, but we'll go through them anyway. Just pick a random one. What TV shows do you like? TV shows I like. I like sports. The Blazer game starts at 3, which means I'm definitely not going to be on here longer than 3. um, I do. I like sports a lot. Basketball is my favorite sport. I like hockey. If you look back here, we have junior hockey in Portland. I get to go to those games with my dad, and when I was a kid, I didn't get to see my dad a whole lot. As I'm older, my dad's he's around my kids all the time. So It's really a good time for me and him to go to the games together. It's actually pretty dope. Appreciate you, Wayne, man. Thank you, bro. Thanks for being here. Um, yeah, man. I owe you a debt of gratitude, sir. Totally normal. Nah, okay. If you guys look at this dude, totally normal, right? So I wasn't even sure what I was gonna do with my channel. This was like early in the channel, and I went to a place called the Waffle Window because I heard they had chicken and waffles. But you think chicken and waffles? This is gonna sound stupid, but they whitewash chicken and waffles. Um, they have it at KFC, and it's come on, man. But this place had they put gravy on it, and that's how I like it. I like it savory. I like to have. What's up, Mac? I like savory waffles, so I went to get them, and I see this gentleman who's in a chair, in a motorized chair, and he sees me filming, and we get to talking or whatever, and I end up, giving him my card or whatever, and he's like, "Cool, I'll check you out." And that's I watch his basically every video. So you don't really understand the amount of obstacles that people with disabilities go through. And I'm one of those people who was always like, bro, there's no parking, the handicap spots here. I'm just going inside. I'm gonna run in and grab it. I've learned from his channel why that's not cool, and I no longer do that. And I actually thank you for that because I didn't really see into it as to how bad it was. You know what I'm saying? Like it, it people take up part of the striped lane and put the lift down. Like how's he supposed to get in the van, bruh? Or if he's parked there and you park snug right up next to him, and the lift I mean, come on, man. So anyway, he was really cool. He subbed, and we got to know each other a little bit. And I had an idea of a video I wanted to do, because I realized that I was ignorant to it. I wanted to do a video where, because he has tons of chairs, he builds on me. This guy builds the craziest stuff. So I was thinking that maybe, what's up, MTM? I was thinking that maybe we will roll, and I will roll in a chair and see just how things are set up, not helpful for people with disabilities, just to try to bring awareness to people like myself that don't always know what it is that they're up against. But I also was thinking like maybe that seems ignorant if I say it. Like, is that me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get shine off it. I'm not cloud chasing. That's not what I do. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I just didn't want to seem like I was exploiting, because that wasn't my view. So yeah, but that was my idea. That's what I kind of want to do, because you see, like, he'll get a package from Amazon, and they'll put it in a PO box that it can't access, but the place can't open it for him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so how do I get it out? Oh, I don't know. Like, come on, there has to be a better solution. Like, I understand we have rules and I understand we have regulations, but at a certain point, bro, we have to be people. You know what I'm saying? Um, I digress. TV shows, The Impractical Jokers is probably my favorite actual. Uh, Congrats on the sub, well deserved. I appreciate it. The wings sounds like one of the kids is getting in trouble up there. The Wingstop is delicious, bro. And I knew. I mean, to be honest, it's not really a review because this is I mean, not this much, but this is generally what I get from there. And you can let the kids come down here. I do love King of Queens. That's Thank you. King of Queens is actually my favorite TV show. I own the entire series, and if I was sick in bed, and my wife said, "What do you need?" I need two things. I need Powerade Zero, and I need King of Queens, and that's it. And the funny thing is, my little cousin was not really little anymore; he's in his 30s. But my little cousin actually reminds me of the dude from King of Queens. So, what's up, baby? Come here. You guys might notice Taylor. Taylor, this is everybody. We got 19 people in here.
Hello.
I thought we'd be talking to two people. We got 19 people. Taylor, really, you want to try something?
Sure.
Okay, so this one's really hot. This one's kind of hot. And this one's like smelly feet.
Damn.
Which one do you want?
Um,
Miss Hobbs said, hey, what's up, B? Which one? This one? Do you want it in ranch? There you go. Let's see how this goes. It's a little warm. No? You like it? Nice. Nice. Taylor tries a lot of different things. It looks like all the kids are joining me. What's up, dudes? Oh, she told you had to?
Yeah.
All right. Peek your head in here. This is my oldest, Brayden. You know what I mean? This is my guy. This is the gentleman that I beat up basketball every opportunity I get. Preston, come on, get in. Oh yeah. And this is the baby man. This is the one who thinks the whole world revolves around him.
With Finn Balor.
So, when I was a kid, I really loved wrestling. Okay, but you can't take the whole video. But can you hear me now? Are we back on? Yeah. All right. Um. Anyway, when I was a kid, I really liked wrestling, and then I got older and I didn't really get to watch it. Then when Braden was young, he got into it, and then I got to kind of enjoy it again through him. So I'll be like, "Hey, we need to own every wrestler we see." I mean, we have thousands of these figures, half because they like it, and half because I see one. I'm like, "You don't know who the Macho Man is, bro? Let's get both of them." You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, go ahead. Oh, you don't want no more?
No.
Brayden, you want to try this one? Garlic parm?
No.
Come on. Preston, come here. You want to try?
No.
Oh, Preston don't want no part of it. Um, let's do a question.
Oh, can I ask you?
Ask me a question?
Oh.
What's the name of your pet? This is a thing, man.
Braden Taylor.
I don't do pets, dude. I know that sounds stupid, but I don't understand the connection between people and their pets. Now, I'm not disrespecting people that are. Hey, Preston gives everything either A plus or an F. Uh, I don't. I don't disrespect people with pets. I understand that, but me personally, I just don't.
Oh, you're gonna have a pet.
I've just been told.
Anybody has one of
Also,
those that they
Kayla.
want.
So my wife likes this. What kind of dog is that?
French bulldog.
My wife likes French bulldogs, and so like, I'm not a pet guy, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna end up with a French bulldog at some point. Hey, bud, can you not stand by the wires, please? Appreciate you. What you got? Chances are this is gonna be what my live streams get to. It's gonna be me taking a shit. Miss Hobbs wants to know who our favorite wrestler is. Brayden, who's your favorite wrestler?
AJ Styles for sure.
Preston, who's your favorite wrestler? Come here. Careful.
John Cena.
Nice. All right, back up. All right. Taylor, who's your favorite? Just remember
Bailey.
to adopt and not shop. Don't spend. Yeah, man. Oh, Bailey, the female. Yeah. And my favorite wrestler is Shawn Michaels of all time. Yeah. So that's the thing
The
is that
Heartbreak King.
yes, sir. Um, is that she wants that kind of dog, and I really gotta try eat the chicken. Go ahead. Get in the.
Well,
You just spit out my Wingstop. That's not cool, man. You can't be doing that. Anyway, she really wants a French bulldog, and you get a bulldog, then you.
That's gross.
I do look
Why
like
they
a
don't
bulldog.
put
You're right.
On my
Uh,
shirt.
Go ahead, bud. Okay. Um, she wants a French bulldog. Chances are we're gonna end up with whatever we get. My in-laws have two small dogs, and these kids get to pet them all the time, so that's plenty enough pet interaction for me. But all right, let's go with another question. What are you doing? What were you doing 3 hours ago? Seriously, 3 hours ago, I was sitting in the same spot with my head in my hands trying to figure out why I couldn't get the live stream to work. And Stacy Keebler, bro, Stacy Keebler, she was legit. Um, I was sitting there, and I couldn't get the live stream to work. It was like blotchy and all sorts of problems. And I was like, forget it. I'm gonna take a break from it. I'm too invested in it. I'll come back to it, and I did that, and it's been fine ever since. I do have a external microphone up here that's kind of angling down just to get the sound, and then I have a webcam that uh, Garbage Disposal recommended, and that thing's been really cool for
Also
getting.
a light.
And I got lights. I do have umbrella lights, so
He also has a camera.
also a camera. It's a bit of a production. With anything that I do, I try to do it to the best of my abilities. Now, I can't figure out why it's a little bit laggy or whatever, but as I do it more, I'll perfect it, and I'm sure I'll get it dialed all the way in. Let's do another question. Go ahead. Whoa. What are your plans for tonight? Here, you can look at this and tell me no. What are your plans for tonight? So, my plan for tonight is right when this is over, I'm gonna watch the Blazer game, and then when the Blazer game wraps up, I'm gonna call Braden down, and we are going to watch Survivor Series, WWE Survivor Series. Preston's gonna be here, and Taylor will be here. We'll be watching it together. We're losing views, man. We're losing views. Actually,
Okay, I'll tell it. Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles is a cool match.
yeah.
This is gonna turn into a Preston live stream.
All right, dude. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys showing up, man. I'm gonna end up getting out of here. Yo, I'm not rich at all. I'm not rich. I'm ignorant with money. That's what it is. Is that I'm one of those people that if I get emotionally involved in something, I invest everything that I have into it. I'm terrible about it. New dog will get views. Yeah, I'll do the video of just the dog for 6 hours. Anyway, I'm gonna jump out of here, man. I appreciate you guys showing up. Shout out to everybody in here, everybody who's came and gone. We actually ended up with at one point 22 people in here, and I really thought it'd be me talking to myself. And I know it won't always be that, but the number's gonna go up because subs is gonna go up. I mean, right now we're at 513, so just if like Brandon says a lot of times, I don't need nothing from you, but if you enjoy my video, feel free to share it, man. If you know somebody who likes food, that's what I do. So anyway, for Braden, Taylor, Preston, and myself, I appreciate you guys being here. 500 subs is a milestone, and we are going to relish in it for the night. We're gonna have some fun, um, and then tomorrow I'm back on the grind, recording a new video. I'll probably edit it tomorrow. Be out Tuesday or Wednesday. If I don't talk to you guys again, man, enjoy your holiday. Take some time with your family. Hey, bro, please take it easy on that real quick. To 500 more, yes, sir. uh, Enjoy your time with your family. Be safe out there. stay out of trouble, and happy holidays. Thank you.
Also, basketball. I need a shirt.